Well, the Sick New World show is gonna be fantastic, but that's not the new tour. That's not
Yeah.
gonna be all the music. I don't like to play songs live that we haven't gotten to show you the full studio experience of yet. So we'll be playing Who Will You Follow. We'll be playing Afterlife.
It's Abe Kanan. I'm with Amy Lee. It's an Aussie check-in. Who will you follow? New Evanescence song. I've heard it. It's awesome. You just had a huge #1 hit with you, Poppy, and Courtney LaPlante. That was amazing.
Thank
This
you.
one will be #1. I'm predicting it.
Thank you.
It's
All
a
right,
prediction.
let's do that. I love your
It's all.
prediction.
It's a great way to start the album. Like, this is
Thank you.
amazing. Like, what a song. Like,
Thank
when you
you.
wrote this album, how long have you been writing this album, by the way?
We've been, it's, I'd say 3 years solid. Like it's been like a 3 year, like we've been touring a lot, as you know. But had a lot of little trips in between, like while we're somewhere, like go rent a place for the days in between the shows, and people come, to me and we work together, or like we had some amazing creation sessions with Zach Cervini and Jordan Fish here in LA, recorded stuff at Nick's house in Nashville. It's just been kind of all over the place the last 3 years. Yeah.
And you worked with the guys from Bring Me the Horizon. How has that changed your writing style working with them?
Jordan, yeah. I don't know that it's changed my writing. Well, it's just been such a, okay, how do I explain this? I really felt this amazing connection with them when we started, just got on the list. Let's see what happens. Me and Troy and Zach and Jordan got together for this
Yeah.
one session that was extremely productive. And it was like day one, whole song, freaking amazing. I was like, is this normal for you guys? Is it normally like this? And they're like, I mean, kind of no.
Yeah.
And it's just been a really, I don't know. I felt very fueled by the state of the world creatively. I feel like I have a ton to get off my chest. This music is a sanctuary for me.
And that's the
I
name of the
know.
album.
Yeah. There you go. Plugged my own thing right in the description. But I've needed this. We all have, like, just to be able to pour into something. And I know I sound like a broken record because I was saying similar stuff about the bitter truth, but music is so needed. And
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yes.
just we've just been writing like crazy. I've been kind of underground for the beginning of this year. I just sort of had to disappear and finish all the lyrics, which seem more important than ever. And finally pulled my head up and we just finished the album. I'm so excited. It's so good. And it feels so good to finally be releasing the music that we've been obsessing over.
And the new album's called Sanctuary. So along with the new album, massive tour, US and Europe, and then it's like a bookend of Sick New World dates. So you have the two Sick New World dates, and then you have like about a month and a half, and then you go on this huge tour. Like, do you want
Right.
to just add on a bunch more shows just so you could get, because it's like you have that one big show, and then oh my God, now I have to wait like a month and a half.
Well, the Sick New World show is gonna be fantastic, but that's not the new tour. That's not
Yeah.
gonna be all the music. I don't like to play songs live that we haven't gotten to show you the full studio experience of yet. So we'll be playing Who Will You Follow? We'll be playing Afterlife. But other than that, we got our festival set list with,
Yeah.
just cool songs from our catalog. The real thing, the real new album era tour is going to start when we start touring in
You know what? I
January.
love that you just said that because sometimes, and no offense to the bands that at festivals, some bands will just play a bunch of like songs no one knows at a festival. And it's like, at least half the audience isn't your audience. So it's
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
that's great that you just said that. Oh, we have a festival set list. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, you want to make people stoked. It's a
Yeah.
party. Yeah, for sure.
Because a festival is different than your show. Like an Evanescence
Absolutely.
show, it's like, I'm going to see Evanescence. A festival, there's 90 bands or something.
Yeah, but you got to do both. Like it's a great opportunity to show your music that everybody hasn't heard to the masses, but also like give them what they want. That's what we're here for. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Have
Yeah,
you noticed at these festivals that it's like the crowds are big? They're bigger than ever at all these festivals. It's crazy.
I know. It's
And then
fun.
like Bring Me the Horizon, Bad Omens, Pierce the Veil. These
Mhm.
bands are all coming up. Like this is a great time for rock music.
I so agree. I couldn't agree more.
And you guys are one of the headliners now. Like, did you think back then, you said when you made your first album that you guys would be headlining these massive festivals, 50, 60,000 people?
I don't know. No. How do you imagine that? You
Yeah.
dream of stuff, but it's funny. Like I always heard the potential in our music. I always felt like we're making the greatest thing ever. Like you have to feel that way in order to
Yeah.
put all that into it. But at the same time, I always made music enough for myself that I would feel still so satisfied if it didn't go that big, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it was like, I hope so. I believe it could, but like not, I don't really think. No. No. If you showed me where we're at now when I was 21, I would have been floored.
Yeah.
I would
You'd
have
be happy.
genuinely been
Oh, it's pretty
surprised.
awesome.
Be very happy. Yeah.
Sometimes I think about like if I was like 21 and I looked in the mirror and I saw a picture of myself now, I'd be like, oh God. Like you're
Yeah.
not people like you see your career and you're like, oh, this is awesome. Like this
Yeah.
actually worked out
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
So my favorite part, your new song, "Who Will You Follow?" My favorite part is that build up, that instrumental, and then you do that like you're the greatest in the world at those lead ups back into the chorus, and that's my favorite part of the song. It's like how do you
Cool.
explain that part of the song? That's a very important. You do that a lot, and it's a very important part of a song where it's like leading to the climax of the song, and
Yeah.
that's such a great part of "Who Will
Thank
You
you.
Follow?"
Thank you. And I love that part too. You're talking about where it all goes mad and
Yeah,
changes the time signature and then brings it back around again.
yeah,
Um, yeah, that I have to give that to collaboration. We were all this song, like I told you, the writing process has been all over the place with different groups of us and just the whole thing. But that song was the second to last song that we wrote, and Zach and Jordan and the whole band were all in there for that one. And it really just was this coming to fruition, everybody coming together, having cool ideas thing. And that part Will is always our drummer is always like we got to do a tempo change thing like I mean not tempo change a time signature change
yeah,
and it never works and for once he was like what do we do a time we do the change and Zach Cervini like right away understood it and like started translating that and then we all pile onto that. I'm like now pull the band out now make it electro now Jordan do your
yeah.
thing and it just all came together like just really fast. And then, I think bringing it back around again to the core, I've just always been all about contrast and drama, like in a
Yeah.
way that's not melodrama, I hope, but as big as that can be, right next door to as intimate as it can be is that's my jam. I'm in.
Before we started talking, you said I'm back in it. So it's like you live two lives, right? Like you have your normal life, and then out of nowhere, it's like, okay, now you're just on the road for a year. Like how do you do that transition where it really is two completely different lives
It
that most
hasn't
people
been
cannot
normal. I don't
relate
know if I can't call it normal. It's normal in the sense that I'm a mom and I'm in the pickup line. Um,
to? Yeah,
but at the same time, like when we're working on an album, this has pulled so much of me. Like this is making the album, finishing, writing the best words, like recording the vocals. I did a lot of the vocal tracking at my house by myself, like just doing my own vocal, getting in there whenever I can in the middle of the night, just like layering background vocals, going crazy, getting the perfect take. Um, it's just all that I do besides being, mom. And I prioritize obviously being a mom, but it's a lot. Like
yeah,
I'm an obsessor. I'm a little bit of an obsessor.
yeah.
So every single bit of my free time has been working on this. But when I say I'm back, it definitely felt for me, especially like when January hit, like New Year's, it was like I pulled the power, bailed on social media, every possible distraction, and just went all the way in. Like underground in my own world, constant, just making everything, just making everything the best that it could possibly be. Just the feeling of finally being able to share that, that's the flip from me being completely like in my own head to opening that up and sharing it with the world and with our fans and be able to go, okay, check out what I am, check out what we've been doing, check out what this is. And get to kind of experience it together is so satisfying. I've been really hungry for it.
You just talked about the pickup line. Like, do you ever think about what must it be like to have a rock star mom like you? I mean, when you were a kid, your dad was in radio, right? He was a radio host.
Yes.
Like that's a little. I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm in radio, so it's not like a kid would be like so. like it's different to have a mom who's a massive rock star playing stadiums, playing these like. Do you ever think about that? Like this predicament that your kid is in. I
Oh,
mean, it's a great situation, but I'm
he
just
loves
saying.
it. Well, he's 11, and do you remember being 11?
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
do.
remember it's like this moment, and it was exactly that age for me where you fall in love with music in a new way, like
Yeah.
where you're just starting to. And he came along for our Metallica stadium tour in
Oh
Australia and
wow.
New Zealand, and he's seen me play since he was a baby. He's used to seeing me play big shows and the whole thing.
Yeah, that's all he
But
knows.
yeah, but seeing us in stadiums in front of like 80,000 people with Metallica changed him. Like
Yeah,
beyond just thinking mom's so cool, which he totally did. But then learning Metallica, like he's obsessed with Metallica now. Like,
that's
and
awesome.
I can't tell you the joy that it brings me. It's just like you can't make your kid fall for a thing, like it's got to be their
Yeah.
thing. But I watched him because I was like, we're gonna go watch the whole thing tonight. Like pretty much the whole thing. We ate some food first, but like let's go out there. I know when the
Yeah.
set list gets really, really good. So
Yeah.
we get out there, we stand at front of house, like he's standing up on the barricade so we can see everything perfectly. And I just saw him with the pyro and the music and the whole thing, like get inspired. Nothing else matters comes in and it starts gently raining. Like, and
Oh
the
my
lights
God.
are going through the rain, and I was just watching all of us, the whole band are watching him going like, I remember, like so beautiful. So, but he definitely has he's entered a new era of, oh, and like kind of wants to be in a band, maybe. Like
Awesome.
he's getting there and getting it at a new level. It just makes me glow with pride. I'm so happy.
You have to take him to the Metallica Sphere show in Vegas.
Oh my God, he would love that. Love it.
When
Have
I
to.
think back to like him just discovering and Justice for All in 2026 or whatever, how amazing that must be for him
Yeah,
just to hear that for the first time.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's what people do at festivals. Like they see Evanescence for the first time. And like you're think about it as your son. There's a lot of other people. Like think about it. Your son just discovered Metallica. There's
yeah,
another 11-year-old just discovering Evanescence. And it's
totally.
so cool to expose these albums that are 20 years old, whatever, to a kid that's hearing it for the first time.
Yeah. It's magic. It's eternal. It's immortal.
Yeah. And then the new music too. Who will you follow? New album, Sanctuary, massive tour. Like I said, um, it's such an exciting time for Evanescence. When you go to all these cities, like, do you do anything, or do you just kind of hang out in your hotel room?
I do like to do anything. I do like to leave the hotel room if I can. It depends on kind of where we're staying and what the vibe is, like whether I can kind of get out and be wild, but I feel the most home in the world in a big city.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And I like to wander by myself. I shouldn't probably advertise that, but usually just, put on a hat or a ponytail or something and go
yeah,
like just go feel like you're somewhere else for the day, and like, hey, what
yeah,
if I'm from here? What's that feel like?
yeah,
I like to feel my independence on tour. I think also that's part of it is when you get locked into schedules and constantly being around everybody, living in close quarters, all that. It feels really good to just have the freedom to wander off. So I do. And I like to do that with the band too. We like to enjoy where we're at, go have a meal someplace, like get into the
yeah.
vibe of whatever the local culture.
Yeah, I bring that up because I always thought it would be cool if someone like you made a travel book or some kind of a trip. Because
I've talked
you've
about
seen
that
it,
before.
you've
Yeah.
seen everything. You've been everywhere.
Yeah. It'd be cool to do like I don't have that. Every time I get into this, my ideas get too overblown and it's like that's gonna take up all my time. I need to be making Evanescence
Exactly.
tunes. Like we should do a show. We should do like a
Yeah.
food travel show.
Yeah.
Like we're on tour and like eating stuff in other countries. I don't know. Be interesting,
Yeah.
be fun.
Do it
We're
this started this tour.
yeah. Then I got a guy around me all the time with a camera in my face.
Just when you're eating, like be like, hey, you
Yeah,
film
that sounds
50
horrible.
minutes. Oh,
Yeah, that
that
sounds bad.
well, it's June 5th. That's when the album comes out. It's called Sanctuary. Who will you follow? Go well, it's not out yet, but when you hear it, you will love this song. I loved it immediately.
Thank
So
you.
Amy Lee, it's always an honor to talk to you. Anything you want to say directly to your wonderful, awesome Evanescence fans as we wrap this up?
I love you. Here we are. I'm so ready for this era. Let's do this. That's it.
Oh,
I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's rock.
oh, I did have one more question. So
Yeah.
for this new tour, it is different, like you said, the Sick New World thing, and then your tour. So
Yeah.
I saw Nine Inch Nails last week, and
Yes.
this production on the new Nine Inch Nails tour,
Everybody's talking about it.
I've probably seen them, I don't know, 6, 7 times in my life. This was the greatest Nine Inch Nails show I've ever seen in my life. The production was crazy. The lights, like, what do you have prepared for this Evanescence tour?
Geez, no pressure. You sound like my husband. He's been nonstop talking about Nine Inch Nails since he saw the show
Oh,
recently.
really?
Um, and that's always an inspiration, that particular band, like, because it's coming from just such genius minds. I mean, like, always an inspiration on the visual with Nine Inch Nails. That's kind of where I'm at right now, is planning that stuff. So this is that. Everything for the past for a while has been about creating the world of Sanctuary, finishing the music especially. But now that we're finally at that place, we're like, okay, we got the music's done. Now it's like, let's create this world for a tour. How do we make this into a visual music video? All that stuff happening. Um, some of it happened. But
Oh,
yeah, we're in that now. I don't have an answer for what that's going to be, but
yeah.
it is a really fun next chapter of getting into creating a world for a new era. Is always really fun.
Who will you follow? Awesome new song, Sanctuary, June 5th. Amy Lee, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
You
See you
too.
soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Enjoy that video? See more interviews, performances, and more of your favorite artists by subscribing and downloading the free Odyssey app.